Yay! Woo! TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I'm so happy that today is Friday. Woo! We made it. And we're going into the weekend. And of course, it's open house. Anything goes. And we are going to have some fun this afternoon. Alrighty? And of course, if you want to see me, because guess what? I have a guest today inside the Small People Show. And if you would love to see us, if you want to see us, you can join us on Facebook and on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. So we're live on Facebook and on YouTube. So today, this afternoon, I have a guest with me inside the Small People Show. His name is Small. I hope I pronounced it properly.
You got it.
Whose name is ironically perfect for the Small People Show. Mr. Small is the grade 7 coordinator at Inter High School. And we have been featuring this school for of February, right? So, for those who may not be familiar with the school, Angel High School is located in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, and is led by Principal Collington Powell. The school's motto, "Doing our best to achieve success," reflects its commitment to nurturing and empowering students to succeed. We're so happy to have Mr. Small with us this afternoon. Hi, Mr. Small.
Hello.
How are you?
Not too bad at all. I'm really indeed happy and grateful to be here this afternoon.
Yes, and we're so happy to have you inside the Small People Show.
Indeed.
Join us on Facebook and on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica, and you'll see us. Well, Mr. Small is actually in his uniform.
Oh yes.
Because today was
Uniform day
for the teachers.
Yes.
Guess what? My uniform can't fit me.
I figured.
So guess what? I have to draw for the PE game.
Yes,
the
man.
T-shirt.
Yes.
I'm repping my school, the Cedar Grove Academy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Small is
Repping Innswood High.
School.
Indeed.
Right? And he works closely, by the way, with some of our young guests from Innswood High School, including Taraji. She joins us on Monday. Javid, who's on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have Candice. And on Thursday, we have Celine. On Friday, we have Michaela.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, Mr. Small, how are you? Good? How
Yes. An eventful one, of course.
That's so true.
Yes, and I always say that for every day that we have the opportunity to breathe, just breathing the fresh air, and happy to see the morning and the sunrise, and enjoying the essence of life. It's always a privilege,
So true.
and so today is another special day.
Yes.
And so the opportunity to really experience what the day continue to offer
Yes.
is indeed a wonderful one. So yeah, man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and the family as well.
Yes,
Yes,
of
indeed.
course. Oh, we can't leave out family, So today you have your
My wife,
uh-huh.
Mrs. Stakis Wilson Small, and my daughter, Renice Small. Yes.
Producer, I forgot to get Renice on the show one of these days,
One
right,
of these
Mr.
days.
Small?
One of these days. That's right.
Alrighty. Good afternoon to the Small family. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Oh yes.
Alrighty. So I'm going to start off with an icebreaker.
Okay.
Right. So can you tell us a fun fact about yourself that might surprise our listeners?
Yes. Well, one that really, for persons who know me quite well,
Yes.
I am known for this. Something I enjoy doing from a very young age. It comes around during Easter time.
What's that? Comes around during
Easter
Easter
time.
time.
They have the festival on the North Coast on Easter Monday.
Oh, what that
No, kite festival.
Kite festival.
Kite flying. I
Oh.
enjoy kite flying.
Really?
I tell you, make kites, fly kites.
Whoa.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
I don't know to that, you know. I don't
Oh,
know
yes.
how to.
I'll teach you one day.
Yes, I was about to say that.
I'll teach you
Well,
one
that's
day.
interesting.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Alrighty. So the next one is, if you weren't a grade coordinator, what would you be doing? Or if you weren't a teacher. Yes.
All right. You know, funny enough, I always see myself in meteorology. Oh yes, yes.
Wow.
For some reason,
Listen, I'm learning this
But-
afternoon.
yeah, man. For some reason, I'm fascinated with the atmosphere, with weather patterns, with the whole with seasons. Yeah, man. And I remember I was glued back in the days when we're just being exposed to cable television, and so there. I had experienced watching the Weather Channel for the first time, and it fascinated everybody. How you sit down and watch weather for half a day? Yeah, man, because it was something. But of course, geography in high school, and it never went so well. It never got so well at the time, because of for me the experience maybe with the teacher and all of that. So we veered off into the education system.
Ask him which subject him teach. Ask him which subject him teach. After that,
nothing to do with geography at all.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Tell them what subject him teach.
I'm a math teacher.
A math teacher.
Oh
Okay?
yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Okay, so what's your favorite hobby or activity to do outside of school?
Well, I think I mentioned it.
Oh yeah,
I mentioned
that's
kite
true.
flying.
Kite ride.
Yes.
Right.
But also I play video games as well. Yeah. Well, kind of one game still on the video game. Yeah, man. I'm a football fanatic, so I'm a FIFA type of guy.
Okay, what's your team?
I'm Manchester United 100%. Yeah, Red Devils to the world. Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
I like Liverpool.
Oh, so we're rivals, So just let you know from now.
But I don't know anything about
More them.
Liverpool, but I like Liverpool.
Understand. Understand.
All right. So
Yes.
we're moving on. How long have you been a grade coordinator at Inter High School?
All right. So I've been a grade coordinator since 2014.
Wow.
2014. I had a short stint as vice principal as well. That was for 6 months, and then I resumed the position of grade coordinator. So I've worked right along through the grades. So not necessarily grade 7, but also grade 11. Yeah, man. So, in terms of the multifaceted approach that is involved in dealing with students from the various age groups, because guess what? A 13-year-old dealing with a 13-year-old is different from dealing with a 15, 16, 17-year-old. So, yeah, man. So over the years, I've garnered the experience of working through with these children,
right?
And understanding, what is required to really and truly meet them at their level at some point is also, very good. So, yeah. And over the years, having garnered the experience and the know-how as to how to deal with them, it's not difficult. And it's something I really enjoy.
Oh, because I was about to ask you.
Yeah,
if you
man.
enjoy it. So, what are some of the most rewarding and challenging parts of your job?
All right. So, let me start with the challenging part first. So, from time to time, you would have noticed how young people are sometimes demotivated. We see how young people don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, and there's no hope for some of them. And from time to time, we see how the system, how the community affects how they perform, how they behave, and just leads, how it leads their direction. And sometimes it can be very depressing looking at it, students just going through school because they have to go to school, and then at the end there's nothing. So sometimes for us the challenge is to find a way to kind of keep them motivated, show them that school is important, and the fact that at the end of the day you want to be able to function effectively in society and be able to be independent and providing for your family legally. You understand? But that is a challenge.
Right.
Now the
rewarding
aspect now is the fact that you see them grow, right? So you realize, yeah man, you see them grow. So you see they come in as 12, 13-year-old, and then afterwards now you see where there are little teething pains, and you coach them along and you facilitate them and you teach them, and then at the end you see them mature, and you see where they are really constructive in their approach. And then at the end of the day when they leave, I tell you something, what keeps teachers going sometimes, well, we all know that it's not the pay, it's not the money. No, it has never been that. But it's the love. It's the love for the profession.
You have to love it.
Yes, you have to love it. You have to love it to be in it for the long haul. So it's the love for the profession as well as the outcome. Sometimes when you see the students at the end, it encourages you as well to say, boy, guess what? I did make an impact.
Right.
And I will continue to do so with others to come.
Definitely.
So
can
yes.
Imagine your past students, you see them.
Yes, man. You're just small. Yes, you go in the bank and, sir, how are you? Yes. Can I assist? I'm say, sure. You understand?
Of course.
Yeah, man.
It has its reward,
Yes, indeed.
Definitely. So, can you tell us about a particular successful program or initiative that you have been a part of at the school?
Yeah, man. So, there have been a few, one was the NUYP program. This was actually a program that the minister, the MP had actually initiated.
Okay.
In partnership with Innswood High School. Okay. And it was actually an unattached youth program. So for those youths who really not doing anything much, we devise a program in partnership with Heart Trust.
Okay.
And so I was involved in that, where I facilitated some of the sessions, and we had some math session as well, and some general knowledge and skill based session with them, and at the end they were certified. Some were able to venture out into their own business. Even right now, my mechanic, he has been certified through the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, man. So
that's nice.
Yeah, man. So I've been through with that. Also, we have had various initiatives, one of which was during COVID, when we had to find the homes of the students who we at the time could not account for, right? So we're talking about even when the SBAs were to be submitted, we can't find anybody, we don't know where they are. And, we took it upon ourselves to drive, go on the file, check the addresses, drive and find them.
House to house.
House to house. Yes, man, all about Olaba Bay, Homestead. Yeah, man, you name it, all around, and some of the discovery was depressing as well. COVID has done so much in terms of negative for people.
Right.
And so, for some of them, the foundation was not so strong from before. And so being out of school for so long, there's no interest anymore. So, to really generate that interest and really have, I remember after we went back, to school, and we were consulting with each other and thing. And then, we were waiting to see, because even though we went out and said, boy, guess what? We need you to come back and submit this and submit that. And they say yes, and they promise, and some commit. But yet still, we still have to wait to see if this information will be coming in. And so we see it coming in and so on. So, yeah, man. So, as I say, it's a love. It's because of the love of it why, you really put all the effort to do certain things.
Tell people you have to love.
Yeah, man.
Like whatever you're in, like a profession, you have to love
Yeah,
it.
man, you
You
have
can't
to.
just say, "Oh, that's the money."
No,
You have to love
no.
it, man.
I can tell you it's not.
Because that's when you put out your effort.
Yes, it's
You
not
know?
about it. It's not about it.
Yeah.
And I do think a profession like teaching,
Mhm.
I know it's not for everybody, but I think we are privileged to be in a position where we impact lives, we impact youths.
Yes. I
So
agree.
I'm grateful for that. Can't complain.
Amen to that. Amen. Well, thank you so much for that, Mr. Small.
No problem.
I could go on,
Yes.
but guess what? Today's open house, and we
Mhm.
want to have some fun.
Mm.
We
Yes,
want to play
man.
some games.
All right. All right.
So, we're going to go into our first game
Mhm.
for today,
Mhm.
and it's Build Your Dream School. That's the name of the game.
What a
Build
game.
Your Dream
Build my
School.
dream school.
So listen to the instruction now. So pretend you are designing a school from scratch. Forget about any limitations or constraints you might face in a real world school. You have unlimited resources, money, technology,
What?
everything up and up.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what you'd like to see. Consider the physical building, curriculum, extra, enough thinking.
Come on, what you putting that man?
Curricular activities and school culture, and describe your dream school. So share your vision. So what I'll do, I'll ask you some questions so I can hear your
All right,
responses.
all right. I was saying that this look like something I forgot right now. But yeah, man, okay. You can see where I'm going now.
All right. So, what would the school's mission statement be?
All right. So,
Ta-da-da-da. For those who are just joining us, thank you for joining us. You're listening to the Small People Show on Love 101 FM, and I'm here with Mr. Small. He's the grade 7 coordinator at Inwood High School, and we're live on Facebook and on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. Me give you 1 minute for
yes.
think.
enriching lives, preparing for the future.
Enriching lives. Hallelujah.
Yes.
I like that one.
Preparing for the future.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Okay, we can work with that.
All right.
The next one, what kind of facilities and resources would the school have?
All right. So I am envisioning a school that is multifaceted.
Okay.
Meaning that not solely pursuing academic prowess, but having a rich environment that facilitates skill.
Yeah. Producer Matado.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Preach.
I do believe that, that's very important in nation building, having skill,
true,
having a
course.
skill. So yes, I am envisioning, a balance. It has to be a balance, of course. And so we understand the dynamics of children, of people, and we know that everybody have the same potential. My potential in academics might be different from the potential of somebody in being hands-on and very skillful. So we have to be able to facilitate all the persons as best as possible.
Diverse program.
Yes. And that may envision, man.
Yeah, man. That's so good. So what subjects or courses would be offered?
All right. So we're going to talk about the academics first.
Hold on there. Is it a high school? Whenever we talk about the level.
All right. So
basic. No. Primary, high. Okay, high.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I forgot to think about the name too.
Maybe there are biases with the high, maybe because I've been in it for quite some time. But yeah, we work with the high. Question you had asked
is the subjects and the courses you would offer.
So of course, you'd have the core subjects, the math, the English. As a matter of fact, I'll call it numeracy, literacy. Yes. I know that in terms of the nation itself is really struggling with the whole aspect of numeracy and literacy and appreciating numeracy and literacy. So I'm talking about that, emphasizing that. So of course, what we lack general knowledge, a lot of stuff our children don't know about.
True.
Yes. So there must be something named general knowledge that our
But
children.
didn't they have like a subject like that
At one time back then,
But
yes,
general
general
knowledge.
knowledge.
Me remember something like that.
Yeah, that don't exist anymore.
General
More
knowledge.
general
That was
knowledge.
a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. These youngsters now, you ask them certain questions about their country, they can't
They
tell you.
can't tell you.
Right, they can't tell you.
That's
So
true.
general knowledge would have been one. Of course, the sciences,
Mhm.
the humanities, and business, technology, IT, you know, all of those. And then flipping to the skill aspect of it, auto mechanic. Yeah, man, auto mechanic. We call them the the vehicle doctor, because when you go to you can't fix car, right?
Yeah.
But I do appreciate when I go to the auto mechanic and he, you know, them now with technology, them can scan the vehicle, and because these vehicles are computerized vehicles, and they can
Right.
scan and tell you exactly what happened and so on. And guess what? At the end of the day, you quote your price. Me can't fight it for your price. You know? So embracing that part of it, you know, allowing for them to know that, guess what? I can make a living out of something that I love. Love my art. Some love
Yes.
cars. So talking about that, yes. You know, the whole because there's a combination of technology along with skill nowadays. So that is also good. So yeah, man. So the information technology centered around auto mechanic, centered around technical building technology. You know, we have a lot of development in terms of schemes and the advent of new resources available to build structures. So you talk about container buildings.
You sure never did I think about this before?
No, but I mean, it's a fun house. So, you know, there are certain shit that you notice.
Yeah.
You know, that is sometimes cost effective for people.
Mhm.
And if you can really introduce these things to the youngsters and say, guess what? That'll come up soon, you know. We could put something together so that you would actually get a head start. So when it really come round, you are in it and can make your money. So yeah, man. So,
And true, that sounds good.
yeah, man. So
And I got to school there, yes. Yeah, and hold on, one last thing. What kind of extracurricular activities and clubs would be available?
yes. So extracurricular, of course, you know, I really like the physical. So we're talking about you know, we have our competitions with the, you know, our traditional sporting competition, football, cricket, you know, basketball, all of those. I think that is important. Yes, for the purpose of competition, but also for your well-being, you know, your health, and keeping your body fit. Yes, you also have the one that deals with the mental development, the cognitive development of individuals, how to think critically and all of those. So we talk about chess. You know, we talk about yeah, man. We talk about yeah, man. You know, Monopoly. We talk about, you know, those type of
using
things. Yeah, man. So that talk of you need that. So you know, things like those. Having an appreciation for community development and community outreach, you know, the 4-H and all of those. So, you know, I would really emphasize having those as, you know, the extracurricular and clubs that would have been available at the institution.
Okay. So any name for it?
For the school.
For the school. Because, you know, that's the you want to think about that.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I don't like schools with the names that the founder attached to it.
Because I was about to ask if you'd include a name.
No, you never hear Horetz, this, that, or Smalls, this. No.
None of that.
No. I mean, because the institution of or academy, like the academy.
You like the Cedar Grove Academy.
Yeah, you know, something.
The Cedar Grove Academy, you know? Yeah, the academy make it feel.
Yeah, the academy make it feel kind of more than a school.
Yes.
You know, it has a lot of other, you know, aspect that is etched into it.
Yes.
So, you know, I don't know.
You don't. All right, you can think about that. But so far, I like what I'm hearing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, so of course we're running out of time, but I really enjoyed this.
Yes, indeed. I enjoyed it as well.
Yes,
man,
thank
love
you
it.
so
I love
much
it. I
for
love it.
coming.
Yes, yes.
Before we go, we have a word for the day, and the word for today is rhapsodize. And it means to speak or write with enthusiastic and exaggerated praise, to express oneself in a widely enthusiastic or exaggerated manner. And we're going to use it in a sentence. He rhapsodized about the beauty of the sunset using poetic language to describe its vibrant colors. So that's the word of the day, and
Yes.
every day is a day, and today is National Caregivers Day, and it is observed annually on the third Friday of February. And before we go, the thought for today is where there is love, there is life. Amen to that.
Amen.
Thank you so much again, Mr.
Thank you,
Small,
thank
for
you, thank you.
joining me this afternoon.
Yes.
And thank you to our listeners for sticking and staying with us inside the Small People Show, where little voices make big sounds
Indeed.
and we laugh, learn, and love. Catch you guys next Monday for Reading Monday. You want to say anything else before you go?
Just so just want Jamaicans love give shout out.
You know?
Man, so, as always, my family is my strength.
Of
My wife,
course.
of course, Mrs. Small, and my little daughter Renice. But daddy and mommy, without you, I wouldn't be the man that I am now. So of course, Claudette Small and Henry Small in St. Anne.
Yes.
Love you. And yeah, man.
Alrighty, thank you so much again. And I gotta go, I gotta run. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, man.